But I'm here now to help Volkanovski prepare for Ilia Topuria. Obviously not a grappling heavy match, but we show our face anyway. Topuria does have some submissions. This is a match I don't think is going to be decided by a submission in the pure sense of the word. Someone might get submitted, but usually probably as a result of their will being broken or them being rocked and caught in a submission. I don't think it's going to be like obviously Islam knocked Volks out, but that fight could have been decided by a Islam takedown and submission. That was much more realistic threat. Do I think Ilia is going to come out and hit a Khabib style game plan? No, I don't think anyone does. But I'm here. We're here to support, and we're here to cover all bases. But yeah, it's going to be a sick fucking fight. Volk's back in fine form, strong as ever. I think when he gets his hands on Ilia won't have experienced that level of strength from a person of Volk's size. I think that's going to be the most shocking thing. Even for me, I go away, I come back, and I think, fuck, this cunt is strong. That fucking rugby strength. And I think even if you watch the Islam fights, you see Islam really notice how strong Volks is. It catches people by surprise because he's a little guy. He looks like a little guy. Islam made many jokes about him being little, and then obviously when he got out there and he felt the strength, that compounds the shock, because not only did you not expect him to be that strong, but he's little and that strong. So I think that's going to be shocking for Ilia and just about any 145er, really. But I won't say too much about obviously the game plan or anything like that, but definitely tune in to this event. It's going to be sick. Obviously Whitaker versus Paulo Costa is the co-main. Everyone loves Whitaker. Everyone loves Costa's Twitter. Let's just hope Costa shows up to this one. I don't know what happened with the last one. I was super hyped for that. Costa doesn't fight very often. He's fucking busy writing jokes, something I really stand behind as a movement. Obviously, jokes come before fights or matches. That's what's most important. Social media currency. Forget about those titles. Paulo Costa has that in the bag. His gay jokes on Twitter, fucking incredible. His shout out to my Keep Jiu-Jitsu Gay shirt, that doesn't go unnoticed, my friend. But yeah, apart from that, when I got down here to Wollongong, Izzy was here. Izzy was doing some work and some training in. Obviously come back from injury. Nothing announced for him. But he's staying ready. He's getting ready. Fucking always good to see the legend, especially him coming down here to Wollongong. I don't know if he's been down here before, but yeah, he was here, and Jack Della's here for the week to train too. So obviously seeing Izzy, Volks, and Jack Della in the same room, fucking wild. A wild sight to see. Jack, I'm doing a bit of help with him, helping him a little bit as much as I can for the Gilbert Burns fight, which is in March in Miami. He has that fight booked. That's a 3-rounder. I wish that was a 5-rounder, but this one's going to be fucking sick. I haven't personally trained with Gilbert, but I've been in the room with him. He used to visit New York and train with the boys. I don't know why I didn't train with him, but I did compete against him. But what I will say is that competition match we had, kind of, I won't say it's bullshit, but kind of we didn't learn anything. It was a 5-minute submission underground match, and I sat down and he tried a flying armbar me from guard, and that gave me access to his legs, and I heel hooked him. And then given the small amount of pay he gets for grappling and the large amount of pay he gets for MMA fights, he obviously tapped very quickly and lived to fight another day, so I don't glean too much from that. It's actually sad. I wish we'd had a longer match there so I could really feel it out. And again, I haven't trained with him, but I've been studying his game. Obviously, I'm a personal fan of Gilbert Burns. Big fan of Jack Della too. I think Jack Della, man, this guy is so good. What was he? I think he was 4 or 5 first-round finishes. His last fight was a decision, and a lot of people thought it was a close fight, so he lost a bit of hype with that. But I can't express to you how good this guy is. And as good as a striker as he is, I think he's arguably an even better grappler. And when I say grappling, I don't mean jiu-jitsu in the pure sense. I mean his ability to create reversals and get up from positions. A lot of people don't see that when they see Jack Della fight. So Jack is down here for another week. He has been working with me. Unfortunately, I got staff early, so I haven't been able to train with him too much, but Jack has been doing very, very good. It's been great watching him and Volks work, him and Izzy work. I think when I first paid attention to Jack Della was his Contender Series fight. So he had a Contender Series fight. I forget his opponent. His opponent ended up making the UFC as well, but it was a sick fight. Obviously, Jack, the commentator's noticing because the boxing, but there was one particular reversal he hit in the first round where his opponent hit a rear body lock, dropped Jack to his knees, and Jack hit this Maki Kumi like fat man roll through. Fucking a thing of beauty. If you go back and watch the scramble, absolutely incredible. And he's a guy I've always watched since then, paid close attention to. I got to go train with him in Perth, and then yeah, he's here now. And even just watching him train now, he's so creative on the scrambles, and that's something that really impresses me, is when I watch someone, and not only are they effective, obviously you have to be effective. If you're creative and not effective, you're probably too fucking high, you're an idiot. But if you're able to find creative, unorthodox ways to be effective in grappling exchanges, especially considering so many people train grappling, so many smart people are working on it, and when people find unorthodox solutions that work at the highest level, that is the innovation we love to see. And we haven't seen too much of it from Jack, because obviously he just fucking knocks everyone out, but I imagine there will be grappling at some point in this match, in this fight. Obviously both these guys, crazy power, someone could get clipped quick, but I think if we see some grappling, you're going to see how innovative Jack is. And again, to me, the most exciting part of grappling is the scramble, is the reversal, is a chain of movements that take you from bottom to top and control that top position. And I think that's an area where the guy is really an innovator. And honestly, as crazy as this sounds, given Gilbert's grappling background, I'd love to see these guys have a submission grappling match. That's something I'd love to see. And yeah, I've personally, having trained with Jack, watch him train, fucking, the guy's incredible. Watching him and Volks work, like Volks to me is probably the best cage wrestler in the world. I'd say that's his strongest skill set. Most people know him as a striker, and his cage work goes unappreciated, but wow, watching these guys go out in the cage, crazy. I won't give too much away. I got the sparring footage saved to my phone, obviously for the right price. That's available to anyone, even their opponents, because I'll sell my soul to get out of Wollongong. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, yeah, Wollongong, obviously it's a beautiful place. Like, we're sitting by fucking Lake Illawarra right now, but like, man, you couldn't even commit suicide in this lake. Like, you see people out there fishing, they walk the whole thing and it's way steep. So what kind of a sick joke? You want to end your suffering out here? The fucking lake's too shallow to do it. I saw some weird jellyfish thing in there earlier. I don't know what the fuck that is. Probably from pollution or something, but it creeped me out. But yeah, that's it. In Wollongong, we leave on the 10th. We head to California. Final touches on the fight. And that's about it for the Volks camp. That's all I can really give away. But yeah, guy's in incredible shape. He's been working hard and more motivated than ever. Obviously, as you guys know, he's Volkanovski, fucking motivated guy, but coming off a loss, coming off a finish like that, this cunt is working hard. His fucking off-camp days are harder than any day I've ever had in my entire life.